Well, hello again, YouTube. I feel like that this should be like a scene in a movie where I'm going into the priest for a confession. It's been 7 months since my last confession, and then they absolve me with like a 1,200 calorie diet and 27 burpees or some shit. But anyhow, so I'm back, starting a new channel so we can kind of just keep it focused on the weight loss and the fitness and all that good stuff for now and seeing how it goes. For those of you that don't know me, hi, my name is Brandy. I'm 48 years old. I'm in the worst shape of my life. Thanks, Nordic Track. I was on a weight loss journey early this year. Not only did I fall off the wagon, but I fell off the wagon, rolled down the hill, and off of a cliff. Everything that I had lost initially came back, along with about 22 new friends. Started my journey again about a month ago. Yeah, it would be 5 weeks tomorrow at 223. The heaviest weight I've ever been. Currently, I'm sitting at 206. So I've lost a little bit of weight so far. And I'm like, okay, we're going to jump back into this YouTube thing. We're going to see if I can, stay on track, if I've got people to help, cheer me on and be like, hey, where's your post? Come on, give us your post. Where have you been? Where have you been? So if you're that kind of person, I need you. All right, so what we're doing this time is a little bit differently than before. If you had asked me 2 weeks ago, I would tell you, oh yeah, we're doing keto again, rah rah, sis boom bah. My body has decided that it doesn't like keto. It's not responding well to the keto. It doesn't appreciate the lack of carbs. It doesn't appreciate the extra fat. It doesn't appreciate anything. I have been on a 2 week stall right now, not feeling great in my workouts, not doing well with my digestive health. So we're switching things up a bit. One of the biggest differences this time around from last time is I am actively working out. I'm alternating a 5K walk jog with weight training every other day. So I'm in the gym every day, 7 days a week. Either I'm doing my walk jog or I'm doing my weights. Trying to get some muscle mass built, and we'll go over why here in a second. That's so critical to me this time around. But we are also gearing up for what's probably going to be the biggest challenge of my life. In May of 2027, 2 months after I turn 50, I'm going to run a marathon with my daughter. I don't know why my insane self said, oh, yeah, let's do a marathon. That's a great idea. But I'm in it. So we're going to do it. And we're going to try not to die in the process. For those of you who have known me for any length of time, you know that I'm not particularly an athlete and I haven't been in a very long time. So this could be interesting. Currently working on my first 5K, which is going to be the day before my 49th birthday in March. So, yay! But anyhow, diet-wise, I'm not going full-blown low carb. I'm limiting myself to about 100 grams of carbs a day, no more. I'm usually not quite hitting it because most of the carbs that I really enjoy are sweet, and I'm avoiding sweets. No soda, no candy, no cake, no cookies, no pie, whatever, anything, any kind of baked good, sugary good, anything you're going to find in the middle of the grocery store, I'm trying to avoid. I'm doing some meal prepping, a lot of lean proteins, a little bit of healthy fats, my butters. I got to have my butter, got to have a little bit of cheese, got to have a little bit of sour cream here and there. Rice, sweet potato. I'm doing the little Every now and then I'm doing the little prepackaged meals from HEB. They have some there that are really good that kind of really hit the macros I'm looking for. I'm trying to stay at about 1,400 calories a day. One of the biggest problems I was struggling with on keto is I was so full from the fat that I was only hitting like 1,100 calories, and that's too low considering how much work I'm putting in every day in the gym. It's just not conducive to me looking good, feeling good, or anything like that. So presently I'm stalled. We're going to see if these changes that I'm making are going to help. I just flipped over today. Today's my first day of like, okay, we're going to do it this way and see what happens. We're going to see how it goes. I'm not consumed with the scale right now simply because I am doing a lot more exercise than I used to do. I'm actually doing weight training, which I know is going to build some muscle mass, which I desperately need. I'm also taking creatine for the first time, which I've heard can create some bloat and create some issues with weight loss when you're trying to drop weight because it holds on to more water than what you'd probably like it to. But anyhow, so part of the reason why we're a lot more focused on muscle this time around is this. So I went and I got a scan done at my gym. My gym will do this for you like once a month. It's like $25. Not the greatest value in the world, but if you're like me and you're a bit of a numbers nerd, it helps to have the raw data in front of you. My percent body fat at the start of this, which would have been November the 5th, is 50.7%. I am just a little tub of jelly right now. The biggest concern is my arms were considered to have the proper muscle for their size. My trunk is pretty close to having the proper muscle for its size, but my legs are extremely weak, which for me is explains a lot. Explains why I've been struggling with the stairs. Explains why I struggle to carry objects upstairs. Like I can walk up the stairs or I can lift 50 pounds, but I can't do both of them very well at the same time. And the reason being is that my left leg is at 89.2% and my right leg is at 86.5%. Not ideal. Not ideal when you're trying to get to where you can run. So I'm spending a lot more time doing weights than I've done ever in my life. I've never been a, hey, let's go pump some iron girl. Even in my previous attempts to lose weight, at the best I was doing some cardio, and that was about it. So I'm fumbling my way through the weights because I'm a rookie. Don't have the money for personal training right now. Don't have, you know, I'm not very good with body placement and that kind of stuff. I'm kind of very clumsy, so I'm kind of, a little spastic when I'm working out. But I'm following the little instructions that are on every machine and trying to get through that way. Haven't touched those free weights yet because I'm terrified of the free weights. So we're going to work on that as time goes by to see if I can get a little more comfortable on the weight side of things. But yeah, so ultimate goal, our multitude. I would like to be below a 40-minute 5K by the end of March for my first 5K. When I run my first marathon in 2027, I'd like to be sub 5 hours. Who knows? Maybe the training, I'll have a much higher goal before we get there, but for me, 5 hours seems like a really, really solid goal to have. I'm looking at like stats and where people typically finish this marathon in my age group, and your top finishers are finishing sub 4. Your bottom finishers are finishing around 6.5 to 7. I don't want to be at the back, but I'm not trying to be at the front either. We may also be doing this crazy challenge where it's called the 4-way with cheese. It's a race weekend. There's multiple events. So the 4-way with cheese is the 1 mile run, the 5K, the 10K, and the marathon all in one weekend. I may try that. I don't know if I'll finish it, but I may try that just to say that I've tried it at least. But yeah, so this is the new quest for now. A soft goal weight of like 125, but like I'm saying, we're not as focused on the scale right now as I have been in the past. And with me actually building muscle for what is quite literally the first time in my life, I might not be comfortable getting below 140. We'll see how it goes. So anyhow, so thanks for tuning in. Feel free to like, comment, please. I need all the comments, all the cheering, all the support that I can possibly get in this. Subscribe if you want to keep track and keep up with me and what's going on, and I will see you soon. Bye.